Amigo, não tem problema, amigo. Amigo, eu não tenho problema, amigo. Hold on, P, man. Sorry.
Y'all remember when they was telling black Americans that they could get deported?
They just voted to give Trump the ability, legally, to give him the ability to deport U.S. citizens. That is what they voted for.
Remember? 5 minutes later.
When they're saying they're going to deport me, knowing full well that you cannot deport an American citizen.
Now, if Ilhan Omar, a Somalian refugee, can't get deported, a black American most definitely can't get deported. We've been here before the inception of this country. They label us the foundation population, also known as foundational population. And Ilhan is ill-informed because naturalized citizens can become denaturalized citizens, especially if it's fraudulent how they got their citizenship. So yeah, regardless of what she talking about, she can't get deported if there was some type of criminality in her citizenship process. But unlike black Americans that been here before the inception of this country, 1776, can't get deported. That's the foundational population. Some people go by FBA, but yeah, that's the foundational population. Y'all gotta stop with the fear-mongering. Case closed. I got 99 problems, but I think
we're here gathered today with community leaders, business leaders, and youth leaders from the Somali community and from the Muslim community in Minnesota to fully support and endorse President Trump. Some of the key issues of the community are the global wars, family values and education, economic issues, and the inflation. With all these and a number of other issues, the community came together and fully is standing behind President Donald J. Trump.
Yes.
Minnesota is home to a large Somali population. We're hearing more and more. There are many reports about them supporting your candidacy this time around. But why should they?
Because they want safety. They want security. In many ways, they have the worst crime numbers in terms of crimes against, and they want to be safe. They want security just like everybody else. And I've heard that. I've heard I'm doing very well in that community. It's an honor.
Where hundreds of thousands of Somalians are ripping off our country and ripping apart that once great state. Billions of dollars are lost, and gangs of Somalians come from a country that doesn't even have a government, no laws, no water, no military, no nothing. As their representatives in our country preach to us about our Constitution and how our country is no good. We're not going to put up with these kind of assaults on law and order by people who shouldn't even be in our country. We must now re-examine every single alien.
We are Somalis, not black. There, I said it. All right? Everyone is keep asking, why don't Somalis want to identify as black? It's simple. The term black was never a word to begin with. Yeah. The term black, it didn't come from Africa. It came from America. Hello, right? It was designed to separate slaves from Europeans. It was not designed to celebrate identity. It was to control it. Yeah. So when Somalis came to the West, we didn't suddenly become black. We were labeled. All right? Imposed. And we embrace it. Chill like that. Chill like that. Sheesh. Somalis had identity before race. Alright? Our identity comes from our ancestors, not appearance. Yeah. Alright? Blackness is a Western category. Somalia is a civilization. Big difference. We're Somalis. Chill like that.
The Black people in the United States have fought for the civil rights, the rights of the immigrants, the rights of women, the rights of the trans people, the LGBTQ+. And what do they usually get in return? The disrespect. And when there is any crisis, it's when they always beg for the Black unity. And right now, the Somalis who are immigrants in the United States are about to face deportation, and they have started begging for the black people to save them. Remember last year, the same Somalis, some of them supported the orange man, and they didn't want to get in one unity with the black people. And now it's the same black people that they are begging for unity to help them because they're about to get deported. And again in Africa, the same Somalis always claim that they are not black. I have watched several videos of them and about to play for you guys. So welcome back to Afrojudy's channel. I really appreciate your massive love and support, and this is another Fafo moment, and they voted out of self-interest. Let them enjoy and embrace the consequences of their own actions. So let's unpack this episode together.
You know what's interesting about the Somalian deportation? They want to remove the protective order. The person they need to blame is Ilhan Omar, because basically she brought so much negative attention because she's so arrogant. And the problem that these people don't understand is gratitude. Because basically it would be like you inviting someone over for dinner and then them complaining about the food and then refusing to leave, saying, we're not going anywhere. It's so rude and gross. And you know what? Like, nobody cares about your cause. Everybody just wants you to leave because we're so sick of this entitled attitude to our taxpayer money. Again, you invite someone over and they're like, give me your paycheck. I'm not leaving. And by the way, your house is a mess. These people actually are crazy. But you know what? Just like everybody else, you're gonna get out. And someone like me can't wait.
Somali says black Americans don't know their fathers.
African Americans, they don't even know their fathers. They don't even know their fathers. It was all of them, most of them were the product of one night stand. One night stand. They will tell you, I don't know my father. Well, who named you? Whose name are you carrying? Well, my mother chose his name for me. I don't know. Is that what we want for our ummah? No. كلهم أو معظمهم أبناء الزنا. أبناء الزنا. Why? Because man, he has to give up the seed. And because the marriage will limit them, they will go from one to another to a third. You know, subhanallah, it's one of the African American brother who accepted Islam. He said, Sheikh, Islam limited me. Only allowed me 4 wives. He said, before I became a Muslim, I had 40 girls, mashallah, tabarakallah. And I used to maintain all of them well, tabarakallah. But he said, now Islam is limiting me only to 4. So children will be well taken care of. And there won't be children who do not know.
Hey, what's up, America? Somalians are starting to be deported in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Oh yes, apparently that started last night, as ICE agents and Homeland Security have been spotted in Minneapolis, Minnesota, rounding up Somalians who are committing fraud to get into America. Yep, it looks like that's finally happening. See, not too long ago, about 80 people from Somalia were arrested in a $1 billion Feed the Poor scandal, where they were pretending to feed the poor and just pocketing the money. And some of that money went back home to Somalia to terrorist groups like Al-Shabaab. Well, it looks like Donald Trump is finally sick of that fucking riffraff committing fraud. And it looks like ICE and Homeland Security is ramping up presence all throughout Minnesota. So footage has come out showing some of those people that were committing fraud being forcibly removed by ICE agents last night. Oh, and guess what? We're hearing that there may be moves coming out in Dearborn, Michigan as well. I'll update you with that coming up. So this is a fantastic job, and this is fantastic news.
Stop bullying us. I'm not black. This is black. I'm not black. I'm not African either. I live in Africa. I'm Somali. I speak Somali. This is my flag.
We are one community. We're neighbors. We love each other.
Yes.
We support each other.
Yes.
We help each other.
Yes.
We unite for each other.
Yes.
Nothing can divide us.
We're dealing with families not being able to afford their groceries. We see our food shelves running out. Instead of that, he decided to also pit our communities against each other. And what we're saying is that that is a distraction. The reality is that people are struggling, our communities are struggling.
TPS does not impact that many Somalis, like you said. The numbers are small because the vast majority of Somali Minnesotans who are here are naturalized citizens or they are born here, right? And America is our home now. We are Somali Americans. We are proud, regardless of the negative stories and things that they push against our community.
I want our government to stand up for the immigrants, for documented and undocumented people, because the Constitution protects all of us. I think that Somalis in particular have been the scapegoat. People have kind of highlighted, a few bad apples, painting a broad picture of just how all Somalis are, and that's not the case at all. If you look around, we are business owners, we're doctors, we're teachers, we're lawyers, we're mothers. People just trying to make a better life for themselves.
Today it's Somalis, tomorrow it's your community. Yesterday it was the Latino community. Before that it was the trans community, it was the LGBTQIA community. Who will it be tomorrow? What?
Good afternoon, Michiganders. As the president said, we just had a positive meeting with President Trump. We as Muslims stand with President Trump because he promises peace. He promises peace, not war. We are supporting Donald Trump because he promised to end war in the Middle East and Ukraine. The bloodshed has to stop all over the world, and I think this man can make that happen. I personally believe that God saved his life twice for a reason.
Somalis are not black. Now, before you disagree with me, I just want to say, listen, right? There's no such thing as the term black. The term black only came about in colonization. I don't have to accept that, Sahib. That's why the other day when I was in a place, someone said to me, are you black? I said, I'm not black, Sahib. I don't accept that term. Because how can I or any other human being have the same skin color as this, bro? It's not possible. Can you see the correlation? It's not possible. It's not possible for someone to be black. And before the people say, oh, you're self-hating, you hate yourself. Listen, I don't hate myself. I'm proud to be my ethnicity, but I'm not black. I am not black. I don't even agree with any terms. I don't believe in whiteness or blackness or any of that. I believe in ethnicity-wise. So yes, I am Somali, but I'm not black. And I don't believe Nigerians are black. I don't believe South Africans are black. I don't believe Ghanaians are black. I believe, yes, we're African, but we're not black, because black was a racially used term by the colonizers to put African people down, and I don't accept that term. So before niggas say to me, oh, you're black, listen, I'm not black, right? I've never been black. So don't push that shit onto me, bro.
Trump is coming after Somalis in Minnesota, terminating TPS protection and stating Minnesota is being terrorized by Somali gangs. Send them back home. Yeah. Governor of Minnesota, he fired back. Ilhan Omar fired back. Republicans cheering. What? What is this? Because there's only 700 Somalis that have TPS. Majority of Somalis, they're US citizens. They're green card holders. They're refugees from the 90s. They have built communities, businesses, neighborhoods. What is he talking about? Why is he framing it like the whole Somali population depends on this TPS? This is called drama, theater, better headline. Yeah. So, what is the intention behind this drama? What's your thoughts behind this? Appreciate that.
Well, actually, this is not the first group of immigrants I'm watching begging for the black unity because of the deportation. You remember the Latinos, the Cubans, the Venezuelans, they have been begging for the black unity when they failed to listen to the black people during the campaign, during the election. They just went ahead and voted for the orange man because they thought that perhaps the orange man is gonna favor them and will be supporting them in anything they do and won't deport them, only for the tough immigration policies to hit them so hard, and they started begging for unity. And right now, it has hit the Somalis. For quite a long period of time, even in Africa, these Somalis have been claiming that they are not black. Some of them have been disrespecting even the Africans. So, what about the black Americans? I know the disrespect was so massive, and now, being that they're about to get deported, it's when they're realizing that, well, there are some black people in the United States who can help us. Let us try our best. If maybe we can have unity with them so that they can support us, they can help us, and we don't get deported back to Somalia. You know, whatever has been happening in Somalia, if you are a true fan of history, you'll know exactly what has been happening in Somalia. It's not a safe country. It's not that safe. Even in Africa, we are always scared of Somalia. There are some people called Al Shabaab who are being sent to other countries, and the G side will be too much. So, what if they get deported back to their country, or maybe to a country they don't know? You know, when people are telling you that you should be voting for this person but not this person, and you don't listen, this is the time that they will be embracing the consequences of their own action, because the black Americans tried to warn a lot of people. They have been in the United States for decades. They have seen whatever has been happening. They have known these leaders so well. So when they tried warning people, they knew whatever they were doing. They knew the aftermath of the election. So right now, majority of these immigrants are now coming to realize that yes, the black Americans were right and they have been right. And some of them are regretting not listening to the black people. And now, in case of deportation, in case of any crisis, in case of protest, they want the black Americans to be at the forefront, or maybe to unite with them so that their voices can be heard, because they know how powerful the black voice is always. But my worry is, why is it that when they have a problem is when they are running to the black people, but in case of anything, these people, some of the immigrants, they always show disrespect to the black people. Like, this clip really broke my heart when I heard that Somali, I don't know whether it's Helda or what, uh, was telling other Somalis that, you know what, the black Americans, how they came in America, like something about one night stand. I was like, damn, a human being telling a congregation about that, and yet knows the struggles the black Americans have been through, and they're still experiencing the same thing. What do you think the congregation were saying after that? Because that's not it for real. If you lack something to say about the black Americans, you rather shut up your mouth instead of saying those nasty, disgusting things about human being. And yet you yourself, you are not even 100% clean. You don't even know maybe your origin, and you are talking about other people's origin, the people who have really suffered a lot and they're still suffering under systemic oppression. So, to any Black American watching this video, let me know if you are willing to unite with these Somalis who are begging for your help, because they're about to get deported back to their country, or maybe to another country, because you have seen whatever have been happening to other communities, especially the groups I mentioned earlier, the Latinos, the Cubans, the Venezuelans, who failed to listen to you guys when you are trying to warn them. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I honestly appreciate your massive love and support. Let me know what you think about it. Until next time, peace and love.